Hello everyone, this is Sean 71986. I hope you're having a fantastic Monday evening. Well, this game is over and it's in the books. The Pittsburgh Steelers have defeated the Miami Dolphins 28-15 on Monday Night Football to close out Week 15. Which improves the Steelers record to 8-6, while the Dolphins drop to 6-8. And because the Dolphins lost this important game, that means that the Miami Dolphins are officially eliminated from the playoffs. And to make that matters even worse for Miami Dolphins, here's a unfortunate stat for the Dolphins. Miami has not won a playoff game since 2000. Meaning that they haven't won a playoff game for 25 years. But they could look on the bright side about the whole thing. Yes, they were eliminated. Yes, they were eliminated. No doubt about that. But they were in it longer than the Chiefs. So that's all that counts at the end of the day, right? Right? Look, I'm trying to be positive. You know I can be negative sometimes. I always find a way to be negative sometimes. But at least I try to give teams the fucking benefit of the doubt, okay? Sue fucking me. Alright? Well, while we're in the with that way, oh damn. And with that win, they still on top. They still move on. They still on top of the AFC North. So let's take a look at the standings. Yep, they're still holding on to the NFC North, while the Baltimore is in second place. Let's get to the stats. Tua Tagovailoa, or Tua turned the ball over, has completed 22 of his 28 passes for 253 yards, got 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, was sacked 4 times, and has a QBR rating of 113.2. Aaron Rodgers completed 23 of his 27 passes for 224 yards, got 2 touchdowns, 0 picks, 0 interceptions, was sacked 3 times, has a QBR rating of 125.9. Arcane had 12 carries for 60 yards. White has 1 carry for 2 yards. Tua Tagovailoa had 1 carry for 1 yard. And Gordon II have 2 carries for no yards. Gainesville had 13 carries for 80 yards. Warren had 12 carries for 33 yards. Smith had 1 carry for 14 yards, got a touchdown. Hayward got 4 carries for 4 yards, got a touchdown. Johnson got 2 carries for 4 yards. And Rodgers, well, he didn't move much. Kane had 6 receptions for 67 yards. Waller had 7 receptions for 66 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dutchland had 2 receptions for 46 yards. Waddle had 2 receptions for 26 yards. He'll have 2 receptions for 25 yards. Washington had 1 reception for 10 yards. Wright has 1 reception for 9 yards. Ingle had 1 reception for 4 yards. And Westbrook, he was just there. DK Metcalf had 3 receptions for 55 yards, 1 touchdown. Gainesville had 7 receptions for 46 yards. Fairmount had 3 receptions for 45 yards. Washington had 3 receptions for 25 yards. Val Scantton had 1 reception for 19 yards, 1 touchdown. Ward had 3 receptions for 15 yards. Smith had 2 receptions for 12 yards. Thielen had 1 reception for 7 yards. And Austin III, he was just there. Steelers had racked up 336 total yards, while the Dolphins racked up 285 total yards. Dolphins had racked up 222 passing yards to the Steelers' 201 passing yards. Steelers had 135 rushing yards, while the Dolphins had 63 rushing yards. Dolphins had 5.9 yards per play, while the Steelers have 5.4 yards per play. Steelers had 22 first downs, while the Dolphins had 16 first downs. Steelers were 4-13 on third down, while the Dolphins were 2-8 on third down. Steelers was 3 for 3 on fourth down, while Dolphins were 1-1 on fourth down. Steelers ran a total of 62 plays, while the Dolphins ran a total of 48 plays. Dolphins allowed 4 sacks, while the Steelers allowed 3 sacks. Steelers punted the rock 5 times, while the Dolphins punted the rock 4 times. Dolphins racked up 6 penalties that cost them 31 yards, while the Steelers racked up 4 penalties that cost them 25 yards. Neither team lost a fumble. Dolphins threw interceptions, Steelers didn't, and the Steelers dominated the time possession with 33-33 to the Dolphins 26-27. Dolphins have had 38 tackles, while the Steelers had 35 tackles. The Dolphins were 1-1 on field goals, so the Steelers didn't go for it on field goals. And in the red zone, Steelers were 3 for 3 in the red zone, while the Dolphins were 2 for 2 in the red zone. So yeah, this was a goddamn beatdown, man. This was a beatdown, and the only time when the Dolphins were scoring was when the game was way out of their fucking reach, and it was in garbage time, and it was just a matter of a little too late. But and it just so that the Dolphins. I'm trying to be positive, but there's no way on God's green earth the Dolphins can bounce back from this. I mean, they're already eliminated. Don't be too surprised if you hear news that Mike McDaniels got his fucking walking papers, because we all know that shit's coming. Maybe not this week, maybe next week, because we all know that we already got one personnel got fired today. That be defensive coordinator Steve Wilkes of the New York Jets, when he got his walking papers. So it will be interesting to see if he does get fired. Whether he's going to get fired tonight, tomorrow, the next, or the day after next, we may never be wrong. As for the Steelers, I mean, listen, we all know. Listen, yes, the Steelers won. Yes, they're 8-6. Yes, they feel on top of the AFC North. But let's get one thing perfectly clear. Mike Tomlin's on fucking borrowed time. He's on borrowed fucking time, because even if he does make it to the playoffs, even if the Steelers does make it to the playoffs, which we know that's gonna fucking happen, how much y'all want to bet they'll be one and done once again? Because I'm pretty sure that even though they won again, Art Rooney is probably going to call him in his office next tomorrow morning, and we're going to tell him this: listen, I know where this is going. I've seen this script way too many times, so I'm telling you this right now, Mike Tomlin. If we get into the playoffs, and if you don't win a game, win a wild card game, your ass is gone. I don't give a damn if people call me a racist. I don't give a damn how much they hate me. I don't give a damn they'll try to force me to sell the team. If you don't get me a wild card win, kiss your ass goodbye. And before anyone say, oh, you know that ain't gonna happen, we'll see. We'll see. But I gotta give credit where credit's due. Congratulations to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, I gotta say, that was a much needed win right there. That was definitely a much needed win. So hopefully y'all can build off on this. As for Dolphins, better luck next year, I guess. I mean, seriously, what can go wrong with that fucking team will go wrong with that fucking team. And that's all I gotta say for this video. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to this channel, get notifications bell up as an update, share with friends, share with neighbors, share with others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is Sean 71986 signing off. Thank you for watching this video. It really means a lot. I'll see you next one. Catch you later. Good night. Fuck you, Dolphins.